Live from New York, this is WIUR Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Crew, episode 7. I'm very excited to be here today because
apparently we're gonna have some fun. We're in a good mood right now, so
we had a couple things written down, and then we decided to
axe it all.
Just chuck a bunch of rant. This episode is for us, so
Yeah,
you're gonna listen to us rant. I mean, we always
ramble,
do,
but now you're gonna listen to stuff that you really don't care about.
Okay, so we're just gonna start off. Jack,
I saw Chainsaw Man in 3D last night. It was incredible. I mean, starting off with a minor thing I really liked, they changed the subtitles around. So like when there was a desk in the scene that was off center, or in the center, they would put the subtitles off to the side so that you could see the subtitles. I thought that was really cool. But no, it was so very clear that movie was like the shots where you're following the missiles and like the characters behind them. That was so made for 3D. Like it's not even funny. Like the movie was incredible in 3D.
Wow. So you think it is? Is that the best way?
It's the best way. It's the better way to see it
than standard. Okay.
Or you can see it in 4DX and have the whole movie theater blow up
violently, blown up.
So hopefully I get to see that at some point.
Yeah.
But go and see it in 3D. It's really good.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quick little thing. This is we've touched on this a couple times.
Okay.
We're gonna do a few little at least current Oscar and game
of
the
yes,
year.
Yes.
We'll
start with the Oscars if you want to do that.
Top. Let's do top 3 or nominees of each.
Okay.
For each of us. So I think so far the movies I've seen that I think are going to be nominated for the Oscars. I think One Battle After Another is definitely going to be.
That was number 1 on my list.
I think Sinners. While I haven't seen it, but everything pieced together, I think the critical acclaim and the things that came out when it came out, released everything that people were saying, I think that's going to be up there. And I don't know, dude. I mean, dude, I would like to see this Frankenstein movie that's about to come out, which we're gonna get
with
to.
Guillermo del Toro.
I hope it's like a little bit of a cheat.
I will watch it, by the way. I will watch it, by the way, because I actually was watching some stuff. I think Guillermo del Toro and Kojima just stole each other's ideas because half the stuff in the Frankenstein movie is based off stuff from Death Stranding. There's just a bunch of stuff that looks exactly like
Death Stranding. That one it comes out actually November 7th in a few days, but that's like a pick. I hope that movie's incredible and it gets a ton of recognition because I'm a very big fan of the book and everything. I think Frankenstein, the actual original Mary Shelley story, is just so interesting.
So that's your 3?
That's my 3 as of right now.
I'm gonna give the little bit more of the out there perspective here. Okay, so number 1 is One Battle After Another. Okay, number 2.
I think it'd be crazy if that wasn't nominated.
The Chainsaw Man movie, number 2, and number 3 is Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Imagine that one Best Picture.
If that won Best Picture, I will come to school dressed up as Freddy Fazbear. I will spend $500 on a fully 3D animatronic Freddy Fazbear costume on Monday, and I will come in. If
that is glorious,
we do that. Even if you're not doing this for the show, this class anymore, if I will show up, we continue doing it. I will show up in a Freddy Fazbear costume if it wins Best Picture, which it won't because it's FNAF. It's FNAF. It's Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I mean, my honorable mention is I still think Demon Slayer should be nominated. I didn't put that in my top 3 because I don't think it will be, but it should be.
What was it? I'm trying to remember.
Nosferatu.
No, that was last year. That got snubbed. Absolutely snubbed.
I think it won.
No, it didn't win anything.
No, I thought it won an award for Best Design.
No, costume design went to Wicked, if I remember correctly.
I swore Nosferatu won something.
We'll
check after the episode. I thought they won.
But I still think got hilariously snubbed. I mean, the cinematography in that movie was great.
So pretty.
It was so pretty. And then you got the scenes where they wake up. And it was that movie was all over the place. having seen okay,
That was a wild ride.
yeah, having thought about that movie all on a sub tangent now, that movie was great. It had so much potential to be like an incredible movie, and he was just like, how freaky can I make this movie, and how far off the rails can I take it? And it just kind of ruined it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't think the movie's bad, but I think that because by no means is it bad. I just think that he went way too far. I think he pushed it to the point where I couldn't take it seriously anymore.
Right.
That was my issue.
Okay.
I couldn't take it seriously as a vampire story, especially when like that dude was like, I'm supposed to be the king of the rats, and Willem Dafoe lights him on fire. I was like, no, enough of this.
Yeah.
This is not a vampire story anymore. This is we went into the forest and looked at the darkness and said, imagine what's in there, and just the deepest darks of our mind came out.
Yeah.
But
Watch the movie.
sorry, watch the movie. It's great.
All right. Games.
Okay, there's two that
go
are
for it.
automatically in here, and that's Death Stranding 2 and that's Expedition 33. Those two are no way not getting nominated. And I feel like the third is just Silk Song. I feel like there's no room for anything else.
I actually think my top 3, and if we're leaning towards more objectively what we think is going to be in there, I think those 3 are going to be in there. I think Expedition. I think there's no multiverse where Expedition 33 is not in there. Death Stranding 2 probably it's Kojima.
It's like 95%. Like it's just a better game than the first one.
And I really do think Silk Song is
just hyped
it's
up
going to
so
get
much.
something. It was just so crazy.
I think the only other games that I can see possibly beating Silk Song out is, oh my god, there was a game.
Pokemon ZA.
No. Borderlands 4.
Maybe. I'd like to see it.
Ghost of Yotei. Thank you. Ghost of Yotei I could see beating.
Yeah, I just haven't finished it yet, so I don't know.
People are really liking that game. So
I am too. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I just haven't finished it yet.
But
so
I think, I mean, if you want me
gameplay, it's gorgeous and the gameplay is very good. I just haven't finished the story, so I don't know how
they can tie it yet.
I don't know what
happens.
We're gonna go off of because the writing does have to be strong.
We're
also those other 3 games we just mentioned all have 3 very strong,
incredible stories. If the writing is great. I mean, you want honest? I'm sure he has a different vote than I do. He has his vote for the best game of the year is Silk Song. I mean, I honestly think game of the year, it's the Battle of the Titans right now. It's between Kojima Productions. The studio hasn't been around that long, but almost every major person at Kojima Productions has been around since the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
These are seasoned veterans. These people have been doing it for so long. And then you have Expedition 33, a new group of seasoned developers that just came out of nowhere with this French company and made this beautiful RPG. You have the Battle of the Titans, and it's like, yes, Silk Song is like up there, but it's like the gods versus there's the demigod. That's just my take on it.
Mm-hmm.
From just the actual pure behind the scenes, Hollow Knight Silk Song, as incredible as it was, made by 5 people that had made one really great breakout game, and then you have the titans of like these 2 masterpieces of the video game media,
mm-hmm.
and it's like even as close of a masterpiece as Hollow Knight Silk Song is, from what you've told me, it's so hard to compete against those 2. In my opinion, it's hard. It's a rough game.
It is going to be a wild year.
It's the same
for the Oscars, but the Game Awards. I genuinely think this is one of the craziest Game Awards ever. There's so many good ones.
The only thing that I think even will compare to this year was the 2018 with Red Dead Redemption 2 and God of War.
Yeah. No, I think it's like that again.
We're like
back to that, like a crazy
Red Dead
lineup.
should have won that, by the way, just saying. But
we'll get into that later because we may or may not have a segment about Red Dead Redemption 2. But
that game.
So not this upcoming Thursday, but next Thursday, we are going to see Running Man.
Yes.
With
my cousin Matt, who is a film editor, worked on Kiss of the Spider Woman, some of the other
Succession.
He has a lot of movies. I gotta look up his IMDb.
We're very excited.
Yes.
I have seen the original, like with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I
back
didn't
in the
know
day,
there was an original
Running Man, which is a crazy
I've never seen
little
it.
movie that if you haven't seen, if you want to throw on something goofy to watch with your friends, I cannot recommend it enough. It's a fun little get together. Throw on Running Man.
Oh my god! Back to the Game Awards. Silent Hill F.
Yeah,
also should be nominated.
All right.
As somebody who has spoken nothing but outward hate for that game before it came out,
and
now I like it. Sorry, I just didn't like. I got stuck in my ways. I didn't like the old the Japanese town rather than the rusty American town. But continue. Sorry, I just
but no. What expectations for the Running Man? I think Glenn Powell looks very entertaining in it. I think it looks the action and everything looks very good. So I'm excited. I'm going into it excited to see it.
I have zero expectations. I have no idea what to expect. I've never read the book. I've never seen the original. I have no clue what the movie is about other than what I've seen from the trailers. And it just looks funny and enjoyable. I don't think I'm going to leave it being like, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life, or this is some life-changing cinema.
No, it's not.
I know. So I'm just going to go in there and I'm just going to have a good time. Like, I'm just going to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, I just have I have no big expectations. I have genuinely not a clue what to expect from this movie, and I would like to remain that way because I'd like to be like, what just happened? I like when a movie does that.
All right. We'll mention this briefly. Jujutsu Kaisen Medulo.
Is there a new chapter out that I haven't read?
I think so. I think one came out the other day. Okay. We won't spoil anything, but that's getting pretty crazy. I don't want to say good or bad.
But it's going somewhere.
Gege might be going off the rails with this one now. If you thought OG Jujutsu Kaisen was bad, he might
have lost it.
He might. You think he went off the deep end? But hey, check it out. It's pretty. It's
new JoJo lands this month.
Yeah.
Hey, he's off hiatus finally.
All right. Now, this one's gonna be a little fun.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a hot topic.
Okay.
So
I'm ready.
Give the prompt, and I'll do 3, 2, 1, and we both say our answer at the same time, right? What is the best horror game ever made?
Oh God.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Silent
Dead Space
Hill 2
remake.
I think we both knew our
let's
answer
unpack
for that.
this.
You go first because I've played both of them. You have only played one.
True. I played it the first 2 hours. I got to there was a hole here, and there's gone now.
It's gone.
So
now.
I basically got the full
I'm gonna get that
experience.
poster on my wall. I think I'm gonna put that on my wall.
But no, I think the Dead Space remake is so good. I think there's genuinely like nothing of it. It is horrifying on that first play, like genuinely just disturbing between the music. And then again, I had played through it like twice, and then he told me about it. The 3D audio setting.
Yes.
Where if you
play every horror game with 3D audio, you need it.
So I played through the game like twice, and not that it wasn't scary or like unsettling, but I knew where all the jump scares were. I knew I played through it twice, so like I knew what I was expecting. I knew what I was on the ship and what Isaac goes through and all the horrible stuff. So every time I'm like, oh, but I was getting used to it, and then he's like, yo, so there's this 3D audio setting. I'm like, what does that do? He's like, well, if you put headphones on, you can set it to 3D so you can like hear stuff moving around. I was like, all right, I got to try this. I went down in my basement at 1 o'clock in the morning. It was like playing it for the first time again. It was horrifying. You can like, you'll be quieter as they get away. You'll be sitting looking at the screen, and you'll hear them like start faintly in your right, running in a vent, and it'll get super loud over like the top of your head and disappear off the left. It's horrifying.
But it's so weird the way they do it because it feels like when they're underneath you, it feels like you hear it from the bottom part of your ears. But when they're above you, you hear it from the top. They do such a great job.
No, it actually like made the game so disturbing all over.
It makes every game 10 times better. I've played the Silent Hill 2 remake with 3D audio, and it was great.
I just think from the visuals, the sound design, the actual appearance of all like the necromorphs and everything, and obviously just the plot, like everything with the marker and Isaac's like losing his mind and what he's seeing. It's just so, I would almost even say it's like a amazing horror with the horror aspects and the monsters jumping out, and then an incredible thriller baked into it of like you kind of get a handle on it, and then you get about like 50-60% of the game, and you're like, boom, what?
Yeah.
And then you get to the end, and it really goes. It gets bad.
I think the one thing the remake, and we've had this conversation before, that doesn't do as well is that some of the necromorph designs are streamlined a little bit too much. The original, I think, has better necromorph designs. And I think that it comes with the fact that they had to make them look different because they were so old that no one would have been able to tell they were different if they didn't. So that's like, but that's like a tiny nitpick. Other than
Mhm.
that, I give the Dead Space remake a 9 out of 10. I think it's one of the best horror games I've ever played. It's my second favorite horror game of all time. I'm just like letting you guys all know. But
Now, take the stage with your Silent Hill 2, sir.
so I was having a discussion with my friend about this last night, but when we were seeing the Chainsaw Man movie, like right as we were getting to the
Mhm.
theater, and I said that the last time that I was scared pre-2020s from a horror game was like Five Nights at Freddy's 4 was the Five Nights
That
at
game is
Freddy's
horrifying.
Pizzeria Simulator. That one. The one where they're crawling through the vents and you have the printer and you have to print out the I don't know if that's a deep FNAF 6 is a deeper one.
You're lost. In the
FNAF 4 and
sauce now.
FNAF 6 are like two of the scariest games I've ever played because I was never really a big horror guy. Like of the actual dedicated horror games, Resident Evil 2 was up there as well. I played the Dead Space remake in 2022. I had played the original 3. They scared me, but they weren't that scary. Terrifying. That was the most scared I've ever been in a game. 2023 rolls around, 2024 rolls around. We buy Shane Silent Hill 2 for his birthday. I go, oh, I'm relatively interested in the game. I buy it that Christmas break. I played it for 2 hours the day I bought it. And I got so scared I could not play it again by myself in my own house. And then I wait till we get back and I start playing it more. And here's the really funny part. I get the flu as I beat the game. So I'm sitting with 105 fever at my desk.
105. There's no
no.
way.
I mean, like 100. I had like a
That's
massive
a hospital job.
No, like 102 fever. Like I'm sitting
Dang.
there, my face is red. I'm sweating.
I remember that.
You and everyone
That
else are
was
home.
bad.
Everyone went home for the weekend. It was me and Shane was sitting on the couch because he was about to go to his girlfriend's room and he's playing Persona 4 on his Switch. I leave for 2 seconds. I go, hey, I'm just gonna grab Advil from Jackson's room. I get the Advil out of your closet. I go to the bathroom to like fill up a cup, to throw up in the bathroom, like in the toilet. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. He says the next time I come out of my room, I look as if I'm like suffering from like the worst disease known to man. And I'm playing the scariest section of that game the entire time. The prison section in Silent Hill 2 is forever etched in my memory.
Mhm.
You are crawling through a prison you cannot see. There are creatures going rah, 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 against the cages, and you just walk out and there's just a void. There's just an infinite void. Funny reference. It's just Silent Hill 2 has managed to create such a streamline of horror the entire game. There is never a point in that entire game where you are not scared.
Yeah.
The entire time
It
you
was
are
freaky.
scared and uncomfortable.
It was freaky.
And
Like there was for the first couple hours when I played it, you were like sitting with me, but then there was like one section where you got up and left for a half hour, and I was like, kind of scary.
Yeah.
You're a little scary.
You
It
feel
was at like 1 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I had the lights off and everything. I was like, this is scary. It's freaking me out.
you are scared the whole time. And that's what I think the remake does. Because, okay, for those of you who don't know, I have paid a lot of money to play the original on the PlayStation 2. The original Silent Hill 2 is
He
great.
sold his firstborn child.
Yes. The original Silent Hill 2 is great. It's just, it has peaks in horrors. You'll go through a silly section where Eddie's in the bathroom going, blah, blah, throwing up. And then you'll walk into a tiny stairwell and Pyramid Head will just be standing there and you're forced to fight him in, if you can see on the camera, you're a box this big, pretty much, on the screen. You have to fight him like that. What the remake does is it just turns it into a steady, rather than going like, woo, 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 it goes, woo, woo, the whole time. And I think that everybody should play it if you're a horror fan. I'll give you my review on Silent Hill F when I beat it tonight, next week. So,
all right, we're gonna take a quick ad break, and then we're gonna wrap up with some interesting segments.
Mhm.
This is WIUR Radio.
Hi, this is Anthony Carlo, TV news reporter in New York City and proud alum. If you're looking for a career in media, Iona is the place to be. From internships to real-world experience, Iona's media program is unprecedented. Take it from an industry professional who made it in the biz.
Now back to WIUR, Iona University Radio.
This is WIUR Radio.
Hi, I'm Morgan Beastie from the Ionian, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Are you looking for the latest scoop on campus news, sports, and more? Check out the Ionian, Iona University's very own award-winning student newspaper. We keep you up to date with everything happening on and off campus. Want to know about the big game, the latest campus event? It's all in the Ionian. Join the conversation. Read, write, and get involved. Visit www.theionian.org or pick up a copy around campus. Stay informed, stay connected. Now, back to WIUR, Iona University Radio.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to our sponsors,
Thanks,
our
sponsors.
ads. But some fun stuff. So we mentioned actually earlier, I had it written down, that Frankenstein comes out
Mhm.
on November 7th. Please, everyone, watch that
Yes.
because it looks really, really cool. And I'm a big Frankenstein fan, like the book and everything. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Jack, I got another little question for you.
Okay.
So give me your Mount Rushmore of video game protagonists.
Oh, okay. So that there's 4 heads on Mount Rushmore, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Arthur Morgan. This is tough. Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Joel Miller
All right.
and Ellie Williams.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Those 2 have really grown on me in the last 2 weeks.
So Sam Porter Bridges isn't in there?
I'm
kidding.
No, okay.
So wow, both in The Last of Us. They
Okay.
they liked him that much, huh?
Ellie
Damn.
Williams is one of my favorite video game characters of all time.
Do you like her more than Joel?
Yes. It's not even close. Like Troy Baker's performance as Joel Miller is one of the most riveting things that's ever like been put to a video game screen. But Ellie's journey through The Last of Us, like the end of The Last of Us Part 1, from everything from when you interact with David to the end of her story in The Last of Us Part 2 is peak character writing in a video game.
I
It's
think so.
incredible.
Because
Because
there's a lot of people that would disagree with you about the second one.
I don't know what they're talking about. She goes from being this little girl to realizing that she can she's has this rage and revenge inside of her. Like with David, like she butchers him,
Mm-hmm.
and then she leaves. They leave the hospital and everything, and she makes Joel promise. And then during the events before Last of Us Part 2, we see in the flashbacks, she finds out everything that happened at the hospital.
Yep.
And she's like, you could have let me die there. My life would have meant something. And that just starts to brood. And then here's where people really start to misunderstand Ellie's character. When Abby takes Joel away from her, it's not that she's upset that Joel died. She's upset at herself. She wasted those last 2 years she had with him, ignoring him over
Mm-hmm.
the incident that happened at the hospital. And it's just a powder keg goes off, and she takes out half of a militia in Seattle by herself,
Yep.
strapping dynamite to bows and arrows. It's just incredible to sit there and watch.
Yeah.
And then she finally gets her happy ending, and she leaves that in search of more revenge. It's just so interesting.
Mhm.
It's such a good
Mhm.
written. You want to go with your Mount Rushmore?
No, I was just gonna say, and then obviously, going off yours, Arthur Morgan is like,
Oh my god,
he's just one of those. He's such a phenomenally written
so
character,
good.
and he's obviously become a staple for a good reason.
I mean, he's just like
And then Sora, you missed me with that one, but
I think
that's
what
where we
I
part
really
ways,
love
my
about
friend.
Sora is that he's such a great. Just if you need a feel good protagonist, it's Sora. He's right there.
Mhm.
His whole thing is he loves his friends. All he wants to do is bring about good in the world. If you are looking for a simple and very easy to unpack character to just really get attached to, I'm not going to sit here and say that Sora is a masterpiece of character writing, because he's not. He literally says, my friends are my power.
Mhm.
But you can sit there and you can just watch all the stuff that happens in this game, and everything he says is just really funny.
Right.
Like, there's a scene that I really like from Dream Drop Distance where he runs into Zigbar, the crossbow guy, and he's like, well, at least I know who to blame for it. And he gets ready to beat him up. And he's like, still got that angry look. It's just the dynamic he has with the really funny Japanese Square Enix writing that
Right.
just makes it so enjoyable to
Mhm.
watch.
No, yeah. That's just
That's a me thing though. That's
yeah,
not it for
that's-
everybody.
Mine though, I think Shinsekai obviously is like my number
Mhm.
one. Isaac Clarke is up there.
Thank God they made him
100%.
speaking in the remake.
Yeah,
Thank God.
remake Isaac Clarke is up there 100%.
So jarring. He goes from the first game not speaking and he talks so much in the second
Mhm.
game.
The two of them, I think maybe Joel.
Mhm.
Joel's one of those a classic. I don't know. There's just so many good ones. I mean, I would put Indiana Jones from the Great Circle up
Yeah,
there.
but he's like a movie. Like he
like
has.
it feels like cheating because
'Cause
like,
he's
that's
only-
my favorite character of all
yeah.
time. But like he was movies and blah.
He's only as I feel like what makes him so good in the game is that Troy Baker emulates what happens in the movies, and I feel
Mhm.
like it's kind of cheating because he kind of just takes what happens in the movies and makes it his own.
Yeah.
So I feel like Indiana Jones, the video game character, doesn't stand on his own without the movies, in my
Mhm.
opinion.
Kratos.
Okay, that's a good one.
I think
Shane
Kratos is
character
just
right there.
such.
It's a
I
Shane
think
character.
Kratos is just such an interesting
Mhm.
character. Like one, you have the context of all of the games. He's just such an interesting
Yeah.
character.
Mhm. 100%.
Like yeah, you can make an argument. The few earlier ones, he's just a husk of anger and he wants to kill everyone.
Same thing with Joel.
But then like you get to Ragnarok and there's so much to unpack
There's
with
so
Kratos, but his
much.
values, where he's come from, what he's
So
learning,
much.
all that.
So much.
I'm just blanking on one. I had another one in my head. I'm forgoing it now. Oh well,
Sam Porter
anyway.
Bridges?
no. Oh,
The
sorry.
internet provider? Slash
Sorry,
middleman?
Snake.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
I think we've had this conversation
it's-
before. Snake doesn't stand up as well compared to other protagonists without the context of his games.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing holding
No,
him
I'm
back.
talking more specifically Big Boss because like he's
Yeah.
we don't have time to get into that. Well, maybe a
Metal
different
Gear
episode.
is we'll do a Metal
too
Gear
much.
retrospective.
We'll do a 30-minute Metal Gear retrospective, but
with the Walking Bible. As
we're
it
gonna
calls me.
we're gonna wrap up with our blind ranking as
Mhm.
always. So Jack, I threw in an interesting one today. These are other people were included, but while you're blind ranking 5 movies that at the very least the two of us have seen together.
Okay.
So, all right. The Gurren Lagann movies.
Oh,
I'm combining them into one because it honestly just feels like one long 4-hour movie.
I really like those and put them at 3. I always start with the 3, but like you always give me the perfect middle grounds at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Gurren Lagann movies are great. They cut out a decent amount from the show, which kind of stinks,
A
but
lot.
the animation is incredible, and they
And they were
so,
fun.
They're
They're
so
lighthearted.
fun.
They're fun. They're
Like
the
that
giant
scene where
mech.
they form into the mech that stands on the universes and the galaxies,
It's
and they're
really
like,
cool.
he's got the cape. It's just it's beautiful,
Mhm.
beautiful movie.
It's great movies. Nosferatu. We mentioned it earlier, so I threw that one. That's why I was trying to shut down the Nosferatu conversation because I was like,
I want to put it at 4. Like, it had so much potential, and then I just feel like it fell apart with the freakiness. Like, I
Mhm.
think they just went too hard on it that I couldn't take it
in
seriously.
that last like 30 minutes. And my biggest complaint is the concept of time doesn't exist in that
No,
movie.
it does not. He literally like travels by boat, horse, and from Transylvania and shows up and is like, and rats.
No,
the rats.
not
carry him
not
halfway
even
through.
that. It's in the beginning when Nicholas Holt's character, I forgot his name.
Oh, when he like leaves. To
No,
go.
because he has to go. They're like,
Yeah.
you have to go sign the thing at Count Orlok's place for the house in the
Yeah.
city. And he's like, okay. And the guy says it's an 8-week trip
Yeah.
by horse. And then there's like a 5 to 10 minute montage of
Mhm.
him getting there in the beginning. And it's like, okay, I got the
And then
point
just
of that because they didn't
teleports
want
back.
to spend 45 minutes, but right? 8 weeks by horse. That is 2 months.
Mhm.
2-month journey. And then
he teleports
when
back.
he escapes the castle, it goes to a scene of
his wife.
his wife and the people she's staying with. There's like 1, maybe 2 quick scenes, and then he rolls into the town on the horse.
Mhm.
Like looking like he just escaped the castle. I'm like, that was supposed to be a 2-month journey.
Not
It
also
doesn't make
not to
any
mention
sense.
that his wife is like completely socially inept. She's literally the reason that his like this guy who's taking care of his family is
Yeah.
dying brutal death. She's like, "You're kicking me out on the street." He's like, "Yeah, my children, and wife have died."
Yeah. But anyway, the FNAF movie.
Put it at 5, bro. The movie is good, but it's just like every time I think of how good movies are that we watch together, I just think of the scene where they're putting together the pillow fort, and I just sit there. And
Yeah,
it's like
that
the
one-
picture of
that
the
was
dog
rough.
that's standing there like
That was the lowest point of that movie. That's
Yeah.
the one scene where I
This-
really am like,
this movie is by no means bad. By the way, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is great, but
They
there are
had that
parts of
one
it
scene
where
where I
it's
was
just
like, I'll make you losing me a little bit. But
yeah,
one battle after another.
number one. That's the best movie we've seen together. We've had the most fun at that movie. The Brutalist was great. The Chainsaw Man movie was great. Demon Slayer was great. We sat in that theater and we did not stop laughing that entire movie.
Mhm.
That is a movie you need to see with friends, and you are like, in my
Oh my God,
opinion,
it was
one of
so
the
much
best
fun.
movies.
We should
people
go
to
see it
see.
one more time.
Yeah, I want to see it
Let's
again.
see it in IMAX.
Yeah. I want to see it again.
All right. Want to run it back again after this?
Oh
After
my
class
god, dude!
today?
Because I have what's it called? I have my lab class again. Remember, I almost got kicked out.
Oh, you know, forget it. All right. Well, congrats, Jack. Your number 2 is Maxine. So
that movie
was a good- that's-
so bad.
Jack is not. I'm also not a big fan of Maxine.
and
which
it's
is
nothing to do with.
We should do a
the-
retrospective on those 3. Ones. I feel like
Yes.
that'd be
It
interesting
has
because we've had.
nothing to do with the actual message of the movie. It just stuff happens, and they go, "It's because that guy did it," and then the movie ends,
Yeah.
and you're like, "What?"
Yeah. But anyway, I think we ran a little over today, so we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
wrap
were
this
late
up
anyway,
real
so.
quick. Thank you everyone for joining us for another episode, episode 7 of the
He
Pop
actually
Culture
got me
Crew.
with the blind rankings today. He
I got him.
me. He
I got
me
him
today.
because I know
usually-
that would have been his number 5. I'm a genius.
I should have switched FNAF.
But anyway, thank you everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Mhm. We have. Hopefully, we can do a bunch of retrospectives next
Yeah,
week. Maybe
yeah,
we should
maybe
start
we'll
doing
just-
retrospectives.
Maybe we will. We'll do
Yeah.
a half retrospect. But anyway, have a great day, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll
Have
see
a
you
good
next
one.
week.